Alright, gonna send this now. Now let's see how many people are gonna get mad because I sent a at. Oh boy. Alright. Hello, welcome. Let me get everything started real quick. Hey Pikmin, how's it going?
Excellent!
Thank you for the follow. Chaos. Appreciate it. I want to make sure how many people. Hello, Cobalt. Welcome.
Excellent!
Thank you, Gizmo, for the follow. I'm excited to learn. Yeah, you're gonna learn a lot of stuff. Here, let me. Hello, welcome. I want to make sure everybody. I don't know. How's everyone's Friday so far? Okay. Good evening, Marth. Welcome. Yeah, sure. You can ask anything right now. By the way, I'm recording right now because I'm gonna upload it to YouTube. And do you have any questions on? Let me like lower the volume. That's fucking perfect, Pikmin. Yeah, so I'm gonna explain some of the details about characters that have facial riggings and ones that are just have like a. How do I explain it? You know how like PlayStation 1 characters like Metal Gear Solid doesn't really have any facial rigging. It's literally just like a flat face. Like I'll explain like how to deal with those certain scenarios if you're trying to rig up a character, if anything. Internal rig. Yeah, you'll see. I'll explain it in a second. Yeah, let me give me like 2 more minutes and then we should be able to start. I just want to see the the reactions I put in here. Alright. Anyways, many people seem to agree, kind of. Yeah, just go with that. Anyways. Alright. So anyways, we should be good, yeah. I didn't even... I'll put this right over there, here. There we go. How many Nexus mods have we gotten recently? Oh, okay, I thought it was like my model for a second. What? Interesting. Popular game, yeah. Bro, they got a Sula. Let's go. What? They did not port the fucking turret from Portal 2. That's funny as hell. Okay. They got Garfield. They have fucking Scooby Doo. They have Gabe Newell. God damn, I haven't checked this out in a long time. Are these just updates or actual, because I don't know, this feels kind of weird watching them. Okay, of course you're gonna have what the you got the mystery machine? Wonder if anyone ported Portal Companion Cube. Oh god. It's just going to be weighted as like to the pelvis bone. Oh hell yeah, they got the best character from Rock Band in here now. Alright, okay, I guess we can start. I'm just gonna Alright. So welcome everybody to an extensive guide on porting, or I guess you could say rigging characters for World Tour Definitive Edition. Or Lincoln Clay. I actually had a model to start off actually. So I want to say first, thank you all for joining today. This is gonna be, I don't know, maybe like around 2 or 3 hours if I don't talk too much, obviously, and I actually get to the point of all this. Anyways, what you need to have is obviously a Blender. I use the Steam version for free. You can get it for Steam for free, if anything. In here, let me search it. My internet good too far? Whatever. Ooh. Alright, anyways. In here, as you can see, it's completely free to use, or you can go to their website at blender.com, if I'm not mistaken. It does get updated regularly. The newest update that I know so far is 3.6. And what you need is the GH tools provided by Static and GitGood. You can get it online as well. It could be at GitGood GH tools, Wetworks GH tools plugin. And here you can get the plugin itself. You can just click on the download button, and then click on zip, and then what you would do is pretty much install the plugin by going into edit, preferences, and then install. And this would be, you would pick up the zip. You don't have to extract anything. And after that, you would put GH tools, and that would be it. Don't worry about the GH SDK path. That's mostly only for porting pack venues as of now. Oh, hi, Sadek. Anyways, now that you got that out of the way, you should see this little tab right here called GH Tools. And here we recently have the newest additions for lip sync, which if you don't know, you guys can watch my video tutorial on my YouTube channel, Oktoberfest the Enthusiast. And it's a very much more easier way for doing the lip sync stuff. In my video, I actually do explain in detail on how to do it. But right now, I just want to show you guys how to rig the the characters. So today I want to use one of my commissions because I thought it would be a really good example. So so if you guys know, this is the let me like hide the skeletons. This is the Skull Trooper from Fortnite. I ripped the character using this program. It's called Fortnite Porting. It has its own plugin that I could just send it to Blender, and I don't have to extract it manually. It does it all for me, thankfully, and with its textures all intact, pretty cool. So, there's various ways to import models from any other format. So usually you can import it by, FBX, GLTF, Collada, etc. Or you can just use the source engine assets, which is also used for Gary's mod or whatnot. So, anyways, this is the full look at. I don't know. You gotta ask the guys who did the rig model for this back in 2008, because I don't fucking know. Anyways, so what do we want to start first, you may ask? So what I want to do is remove any type of bones of the model that you want to pretty much rig right now. Yeah, that is true. You can import XPS models to Blender as well. Of course, you'll need, if anything, if it is necessary, a plugin that helps you with that process, because not all formats are supported to Blender natively. So, you know, thankfully, Google searching makes the job very easy, actually. Anyways, so like I said, we need to first get rid of the original skeleton of the model. Thank you for the follow, Blitz. Anyways, so boneless model, yeah. So you got some boneless chicken. Anyways, what I like to do is pretty much click on the skeleton and then press Shift until the mesh, which is a little upside down triangle, and then press Alt P. In here, you'll see this little tab. I'm not sure if anyone can see it. I'm just gonna move it right over here. There's a clear parent, and there's clear parent, clear and keep transformation, and clear parent inverse. Anyway, so the most that you want to do is obviously do clear and keep transformation. Now, the reason why is that you want to have the model itself have the same pose as it is right now, and it's actually going to pretty much remove the link between the bone and the mesh and the model, so it wouldn't really change anything. And as you can see, if I delete this, the bone is gone. Otherwise, if I had it kept linked, then the model is gone. Where is it? I accidentally deleted it. But anyways, yeah, it's pretty much like that. Clear and keep transformation, delete it, and there you go. You have a boneless model. Now, this is where I would recommend that you guys do this early on, in which is remove all of the vertex groups. Now, you may ask, October, what are these vertex groups? So basically, all meshes on every video game, they always have these things called weight paintings. And weight paintings are basically the area where the bones are affected in game or during an animation, etc., etc. And so basically, in here we have the vertex groups of that old skeleton that we just removed, and clearly we're not really gonna even be using them because we're just gonna be using the World Tour's vertex group. So what do I do in this scenario? Well, you just click on this arrow, and then you delete all unlocked groups. And there you go, simple as that. But it's not the last thing you need to do. You need to also remove the shape keys, because World Tour doesn't really use any shape keys as well. So the same as with vertex groups, click here on the little list or arrow down, just delete all shape keys. You can keep the UV maps, because it is actually very important that we keep the the textures intact. So, oh, and the color attributes, absolutely, you just need to click on the minus, and there you go. Also, notice how the hair changes. So I'll explain what happened there. So in Fortnite or in any other games, so they hide the hair meshes inside of the skull. So they had the like, I don't know, like, it's not a ski mask, obviously. It's much more like a jacket for your head. I don't really know what they're called, but the whole point is that that specific thing that he's wearing should hide his hair. So basically, what those shape keys did was hide his hair, and basically just you know, just make it not appear there. So I'll show you guys how to actually delete or at least hide them if you guys want to do one of those two things. So let's go and continue with setting up the body real quick. Anyways, we unhide the rocker. So what I like to do is in terms of skeletons, I always like to at least visualize myself as the rocker skeleton. And you know, of course, we as as a human being, we have more than like 100 bones in our body. But in here, in this rig, it's pretty much very simplified and actually very easy to follow up. So what I like to do is visualize all of the joints that I have in my bones, and then visualize where I would align those bones with the model that I want to rig right now. So in here, what we can do is go into item and the properties. I think you guys can see this, right? Okay, yeah. So in item, then what you want to do is I want to first scale it up. So let's start with Z. This will help with the model grow taller. Um, Usually the Fortnite models that I've been working so far has been 1.090, so I want to put it as that. Also, once you find the altitude that you think it may suit for the rig, then you gotta apply the same value as the XYZ values. All right, so we can see that the model has been pretty much looking good so far, but his biceps are not exactly lined up. So how do I fix that? So what you want to do is actually change the location. What I like to do in here sometimes is change the y-axis to, like, I don't know, maybe 0.7. Nah, that's too much. So like I said, the whole point is try to visualize the joints, like how the model would actually have it to be rigged. So I want to do like 3 minus 3 4. Yeah, so sometimes this can happen where like you don't know exactly where you can decide it would be the best place, and you know that's normal. Let's go with negative 0.3, because it actually does fit perfectly actually. Anyways, so there you go. Now you have the model aligned up. Perfect. Now this is where the interesting part begins, and that is actually setting up the bones to the character. So what I like to do, well, of course, what we need to do is save this model, or else it's fucking gonna lose it. We're gonna lose progress on it, and we don't want that, don't we? So let me save it up to yeah, whatever. Let's just call it male rocker, and then FN, and then what was the name of this? Skull Trooper. Perfect. Okay. Skull Trooper. There we go. Yes, I'm currently recording right now, as you can see. I wanted to, just in case, you know, pretty much save the bot as well, so hopefully nothing gets lost. So anyways, there we go. So now that we saved it, now we can continue with the bones. So now what we want to do is hey, that's all right. Feel free to ask anything important. I don't mind answering any questions of anything. Anyways, so go into, when you click on the bones, right? You go into here, you click on post mode. In here, this will let you actually edit out the bones position where you want to actually set up the bones alignment for this model. So what I want to start now is with the biceps. Not bone twist bicep, because generally you can't really. It's not the bone that we want to move. It's actually bone bicep L, which is left. So remember, left, right, okay? All right. So what I want to do now is just rotate it so it's aligned in here. I just want to make sure.
Excellent.
Thank you for the follow, Cetho. Appreciate it. Anyways, this is the easy part as of now. So basically, remember, like I said before, basically you're imagining, like, how do I put this to the right word? So you're visualizing your own bones, your own joints, right? Because you want to be in this model's foot for a moment and think, how would the skeleton be aligned? So remember, usually, like, feeling the joints here can actually help you a lot better. That's, for me personally, it helps me. So that's where the bicep would go. Pretty good so far. So now let's deal with the forearm, or the elbow, as it's called actually. But anyways, so you just move it down like you would do. Also, this is where I recommend, if the rocker model is distracting you, you can either hide it or not. That's all up to you, really. But for the sake of simplicity, I'm just gonna hide it for now. But in here, I'm gonna lower this down until we get to this part, and to the middle, where the joint can be actually bent and actually do it's work. Okay, so let me, like, put it a little up here. And let's rotate it. There we go. There you go. We have the forearm pretty much done. Good. So now this is where we deal with the hand. And I just want to say this. So some models, some old models, they don't really have uh detailed hands like we have, or like this model right now. So if I put like a Minecraft model, and it doesn't have like any sort of hands or fingers features. So what I would just do is pretty much only deal with the bicep and the forearm. And for the palms and the fingers, you can literally just hide it inside the mesh. You can always delete its weight paint after that process, or during the process. So some models can vary. Some models may or may not work with this. So that's really just depending on what you want to port, obviously. So this is a twist wrist. I would recommend actually putting it up, so, like, here. Yeah, that's good. All right, this is where we're gonna get to the tricky part, and this is where we need to rig our hands. So like I said, just imagine your joints pretty much. And so what you're gonna do is like in this is the palm. So in here at the where the circle is, this is where you're actually going to place where the wrist is, pretty much. So let me put it over here. Let's rotate it so we can have it set up good. And there you go. Your palm should be rigged up. Also, if your palm isn't actually, let's say if the model of the Fortnite skin is not exactly the same as how the bone looks, you can always rotate this to be on the right direction, and you can always set it up like that. So if not, then we can now continue with what might be for you guys the most tedious part, but this is going to be ring up the fingers. Same as like I just said, just focus on the joints and like an actual feature of your actual body. So Let's start with the thumb. I think it's a really good example to start right now. Oh, you have no idea. Like, when I first started doing this, it's so fucking... but thankfully, when I did this method, it's actually much more better. It's actually much more, more like less aggravating, less tedious. But man, oh yeah. So if you guys, thank you for reminding me. So if you guys are wondering, oh, do I need to manually do this on the other side? Thankfully, this template has a mirror modifier, so meaning that this particular bone can actually move in the same direction. So you don't have to pretty much take so much time into ringing all bones, and that means like literally anything from left to right and vice versa. So, oh, we'll get to the weight painting stuff later. Anyway, so yeah, let's start with the thumb. So I want to first visualize with the thumb. So you can also separate the hand models of the right hand to mirror them later. This will mirror weights. Yeah, true as well, actually. So I want to start with the thumb. So in this particular bone that's highlighted, it's representing this bone. As you can see, when I'm moving and practically just bending it, it's basically that bone that we're going to place somewhere around this area near the wrists. So let's do that then. Weight painting is as better if you do it after matching the fingers with the finger. Oh, that's okay. So for me recently, that's been very rare, but that's depending on how close the fingers can be from each other if you're doing the transfer weights. But thankfully, in this one, you shouldn't be able to have any problems of anything. Okay. Anyway, so let's go with this now. Rotate it. That's not the one. There we go. Let me rotate it down. And there you go. Good. Actually, we can... Actually, we need to move it, actually. It's not really close. Perfect. Okay. So again, you do it with the other bones, the joints. The next one would be let me highlight it. This one, which would be somewhere in this specific area. Oh, we'll get to the mouth stuff. That's the one that's personally for me has always been ugh. Anyways, oh, I would recommend if you guys would like to enable the rocker mesh so you can actually see the placement on the thumb. So it can be pretty much close to what you're supposed to rig. Actually, I'm gonna rotate a little bit. There we go. All right, this is where I'm now going. Probably this. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so now I will do this, and I'm gonna put it here. Also, I want to make this very clear. So, how I like to rig these bones is that I want to make them as straight as possible, because when you actually look at the model itself and you want it to actually in game look as much decent as possible, then you would try to follow it like an actual, like how we as human beings have bones set up in our inside of our body. So, you know. Okay. I should actually move this up. Oh yeah, like if you guys can see the little etch right here, this would normally be the joints there because, like I said, they usually, when you're bending, it can create this interesting edge. Here. All right. This is where I'm gonna set up the last joint, with pretty much this. And I'm gonna like this. And let me not a rounded curve. Bruh. I'm I don't know, man. It's I always get my words fucked up. So, apologies if you guys if you misunderstood anything. You know, I'm trying to like do this without any problems. So, anyways, so yeah. Pretty much. Oh, cool. Yeah, actually, that makes much better explanation. Thank you. Yeah, so the thumb is now done. Now we need to deal with the rest of the four fingers, which is kind of much more simpler to do, but uh, you know, it's really depending how your patience as your first timer would pretty much do this. So I'm just gonna move this to the knuckles right here. Let me move it right over here. Let me rotate it, but I could fit. See how it looks. Oh, that looks perfect actually. Rotate it. All right. Let me do this one. Oh yeah, of course. Like do the joints as always, because like I said, it'll help you with how you want to set up the bones. So. Do this. Yes, we're not cartoons, people. What? Man. Nah, but I have to remind because, like, you know, sometimes people can often forget some simple stuff. Thank you for the follow, Nick Hillian. Appreciate it. Oh fuck. There you go. And yeah, okay. Now I just have to rotate it. Let me rotate it a little bit here. That got anatomy lesson. Yeah, you'll love to see that. Anyways. I hope you guys are understanding this so far, because I would I wouldn't mind answering some questions right now if you guys would like, while I'm doing the these fingers right here. Hello, Raccoon. Welcome. Go. There we go. Good. And the other one. Let's deal with the metal, actually. Okay. How's everyone's weekend? Oh, I wouldn't say weekend, but how's everyone's Friday going so far? I don't know. Whenever a Friday just comes along, I just immediately think weekend. Okay. All right. Rotate. Oh no, this is not the one. How about this? Okay, perfect. All right. Okay. Done with the middle finger. Alright. Oh wait, I always want to know if it's possible to fix the height of the microphones and Guitar Hero Metallica songs, change into the correct position in Blender. Is it possible? I've that I wouldn't really know how to answer to that. That's more of a static question. I never really messed around with the microphones height, to be honest. But I think those are probably related to the ska animations. But I might be wrong. So, uh, pretty sure like the game already has a. Yeah. Okay. So it is a ska animation. Yeah. Uh. Yeah. Let's deal with the pinky real quick. All right. Last finger. All right. Okay. This. Alright. Should be done with the hands. Perfect. So now we are done with rigging the hands. Perfect. So now, as you can see, thanks to the mirror modifier, we don't have to take, like, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes of our time doing this again. So that's perfect. So I want to start with the, right now with the legs, which can be a little bit quite interesting how models can have their their knees set up. So let me press here. The simplest way to do this would just click on here on the X and then pretty much just mess with the location. Let's put it somewhere uh, like here, I guess, if anything. Put the knee right here. Let's this, and there we go. So now what we need to do is fix the feet, which is pretty simple. You just need to rotate it back to how it originally looked, and then pretty much move it over on its on this ankle, which is bone ankle. You put it like over here, and then what we can do is we can rotate it again. Just think of it. And this right now is where we, yeah, actually, before we do that, we should rotate it again just in case. So the weight's actually right around on the foot without any problems. Let's put it like over here. Perfect. Okay, so in here, for the bone inverse kinematic foot slave, what, if I'm not mistaken, what Sedek said, correct me if I'm wrong, this is what helps the model stay on the ground, right? If I'm not mistaken. I'm just gonna put this like, so what I like to do in here is pretty much put it the same position as the ankle bone, so it's stays there, right? Kimbo, what controls the final? Okay, then yeah, pretty much. So like follow it. Okay, so yeah. So what I like to do is pretty much just put it like somewhere over here where the ankle is. So let me put it like over here. And there you go. Perfect. Oh, yeah, I should probably move the. Oh yeah, there's a split ass, but we don't really talk about that. So, anyways, thigh. Yeah, let me like rotate it a little bit. 'Cause the knees could look kind of weird if you ask me. Somewhere around in the middle would do just fine. And we could do the same with moving it over here. It wouldn't really do any difference. Let's just actually rotate it. All right, there we go. And then let me, yeah, let's just in case fix the IK bone real quick. Is it possible that in the future we will have models with hair physics? Giggle, giggle physics. Yes, definitely. If you ask me, because I did like 2 or 3 months ago, attempted to reverse engineer a rag file, and it does. Um, I can't say that it can work. It's literally just flipping values. Well, more than just values, but you know, it's fucking code and bullshit that I fucking wish it wouldn't be that impossible. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, now that we're done, let's deal with the face now, which is personally for me the most annoying thing to deal with a character. Anyways, giggle physics. Oh boy. All right. Anyways, so this is where like, this is where anyone's gonna ask, oh, what can I do if my character, like a Roblox or a Minecraft character or any character that has like a flat face texture, doesn't really have like features of a face like this one, where there's actual and like an actual eyeball or a mouth box, tongue, teeth, and whatever. So, uh, in my what I would recommend is just pretty much rig the head, and that's it. Or you know, if you've seen some of the Mortal Kombat characters like Sub-Zero or Scorpion, then I would just rig the jaw, and that's it, because you know their face, they don't really move other than the jaw, so it would be like this. So their mask would just be pretty much stretching when talking. So in this case, since we do have a mouth box and everything, we do need to deal with this. So before I actually do this, I want to deal with the hair, because this is actually quite distracting to look. And, you know, obviously this wouldn't look good on the model. So what I would do is, I'm going to save this, go to post mode, then go to object mode in this order, because you don't want to mess up your progress in here. Then go to edit mode, and then what you want to do is pretty much press A for select all, press P, and then once you see separate, you will click by material. Then go back to object mode, and as you can see, our materials have been successfully hidden. So in here we can, like, since we already have the hair already gone, we can just like get rid of it, really. I mean, I should really look at the photos for Skull Trooper, so hold on. Also, it's a really good opportunity to like actually see gameplay photos of what the character should look like. Okay, perfect. He doesn't have any sort of hair features on his head, so we should be good to do it. Fancy? Of course it is. Technology of the future. Yeah, we can just delete this. We don't really need it. That was weird. I think what the fuck? I thought I heard a fucking school bell just now. What the fuck? Anyways. Yeah, the tabs. I'm a busy man. Anyways, okay, so in here, what I would like to do, actually, I'm gonna hide the body because I don't really see the neck really good. So, okay, so here I'm gonna go and click on the bones again. Go to post mode, and in here, this is where I'm going to select all of the facial features, which is the whole entire facial area, the bone jaw, bone head. So I want to first move the bone head first, because I want to. Classes in session. Yeah, fucking everybody pay attention, or else fucking nobody's gonna get fucking the new Camp Pulse update. So anyways, what I would like to do is pretty much set it up where the the head would probably be set up. So it would be, I'm not sure if you guys see my mouse, but somewhere around is this area. I would like to put it there. So let's put it over here. And you have to be very, how do I say? You have to be very cautious where you put these, because sometimes if you put the bones where it's somewhat far, then the movements can easily look very weird in game and on the and on the preview as well. So now that we have, I've got Rotor D Platinum. Where's my camp up there? Anyways, the where was I doing? Oh, that's right, Bone Jaw. Anyways, so now, um, the way that the jaw, at least the way that I learned it, is basically in the joint over here. So, you know, whenever you open your mouth or whenever you talk, you want to feel exactly the point where the jaw actually pretty much opens. So, let's start with this actually. So, let's put it somewhere around this area right over here. And we should be good. We can actually put it a little bit lower, if anything. Hi, Jubcito. All right. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go take a little break. I'm gonna get some bottle of water. So I'll be right back. Don't worry. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I said 2 minutes. I meant to say 30 seconds. Haha. No time for slacking off. All right. So, anyways, so now that we got the jaw, 5 minutes. Yeah. So now that we got the jaw set up, so in here I want to first set up the nostrils. So basically, in the way that the nostrils work, at least in the facial animations, is that it simulates how the skin moves. So you know how I'm talking, my nostrils kind of bend up and stretches out. Like that's pretty much what it does. So what I like to do is put the nostrils. Let me like put it over here. Let's put it over here somewhere in the center inside. And there you go. Simple as that. If you want, you can put a little bit up if you want, but whatever. This is the upper cheek. Again, simulating the muscles in our face. So in here, it would be somewhere around in our cheek. Duh. But you know. Also the way that I would put these bones inside is, you know how you guys, oops, there we go. You guys see the little circle or sphere, right? So what I like to do is pretty much put them somewhere in between the inside of the skin, or in the outside of the skin, like inside, half in, half out. You know, something pretty easy that anyone can do. Let me put this over here. Let me put it right over here. Oops. I don't know what the fuck happened. Alright, anyway. So this is where we go to our lower cheek. This one can be pretty much put somewhere over here, pretty much. So it would be going... yeah, pretty much like below the... or above. Fucking, I don't even know what the hell I'm saying. But it's pretty much somewhere close to... or somewhat, to say the least, somewhat close to the upper cheek. So pretty much over here would be a good example. Let me like move it where it's supposed to. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. All right. Now I wanna do the eyeballs and the eyelashes. So how do I rig the eyeballs, you ask? So what I like to do is go over here, rotating over the head, zoom in or into the head, and sometimes the cube may be a little bit giant, but that's normal. Don't worry. What you want to do is select the cube, which is the eye bone, and these rectangle, not rectangle, but like a pyramid sort of shape bones for the eyelids, and I would like to move it somewhere dead in the center of the eyeball. So if we do this, we can put it. Ah, damn. Pretty much it has to be like somewhat dead in the center. In here. Put it like over here. And we should have it completely done. Well, kind of, I guess. Actually, there we go. And there you go. We have the eyeball pretty much set up. So for the eyelashes, or the eyelids, if you want to be much more technical, I would like to put it somewhere over here on the edge of the eye socket. So I want to put it over here. Let me put it over here. Yeah, somewhere over here would be fine. There we go. Let me save this. Now we're going to deal with the eyebrows. This is actually pretty simple. So the middle is obviously the middle, where you would put it right over here. Let me like move them right over. It's like up and then. Yeah, that's a pretty good placement right now. Okay, so now what we want to do is deal with these two. Don't worry about the other two. That's going to be mirrored either way. So like, let's see. Anyways, so this particular bone, the brow mid L, it's basically this muscle actually being moved. So in here, you would pretty much put it, like, I don't know, somewhere over here. And for this particular eyebrow, it really doesn't move, so, this could pretty much be put over, you can pretty much put it over here, actually. It doesn't really do much. I put that in the center so it looks visually good. You can practically move a little bit over here if you want to. Alright. This is where we now begin with the lips. Alright. Anyways, let's start with the easier part, which would be with the tongue. And I like over here real quick. So the way that you would put the bone tongue, it would be pretty much at the tip of the tongue, which is practically where it's going to be controlled. So let me over here. Go. There we go. And we should have the bones set up. All right. Now, with the lips is actually pretty, it's simple, but it's after when you set up the weight transfers when it gets very annoying. But this is too hard for my brain to comprehend. Anyways. Anyways. Anyway, so let's put it somewhere over here. Look at that. It practically just fits itself. That's what she said. Anyways, so in some rare instances, these bone lips, as you can see, they could pretty much fit perfectly onto the model. Sometimes you have to rearrange it yourself, and you have to set up the bones where it's supposed to be. This can happen anytime, obviously. But what I want to do is like make sure that it actually does fit correctly. You want some bones like this one, the mouth one, be where it's supposed to be, actually, like here. Yeah, that one's look good. That one's actually good. Actually, we can rearrange it a little bit. Anything, let's rearrange it over here. And let's rearrange this particular bone down. And then let's put this particular bone a little bit here. Are there tongue bones? Yes. It's right over here. I already set it up. Basically, the tongue bone has to be set up right at the tip of the tongue. So. Should be good to go. There we go. And yeah, we should be good to go now. Yeah, perfect. This is where we finally finish our skeleton positions. What I want to do right now is, I want to make something. I want to show something funny, and it's what the fuck. Okay, don't get scared if this happens. This is this is a normal procedure when shit like this happens. You know, Crimson Chin. Yeah. I wanna take a screenshot of it actually. What the fuck happened to his teeth though, bruh? Okay, hold on. Anyways, so this is where we now transfer our weight our weight paintings to the models. So what I like to do in this instance, look, this guy has a juice. Yeah, pretty funny if you ask me. Anyways, so now what I like to do is pretty much click on rocker, then press control, and then press on the first mesh, which would be this. Then go on to weight paint, go into transfer weights. Actually, I should move my webcam for this because you guys may or may not see completely. So you go into transfer weights, and what I like to do is vertex mapping for nearest vertex to nearest face interpolated. Ray radius, we can do like 5 just for the sake of it. I don't mind it. And then source layers would be by name. And as you can see, all of the weight paintings have been added successfully without any issues. Now let's do this. You can click on the little dots over here, then click on rocker, then control, then transfer weights, and it will automatically do what we just did before and do the other one just like so. And click on rocker, then control, transfer weights, and there you go. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Oh, that was thank you for, not follow, I'm stupid. Thank you for the subscription, Pikmin. Appreciate it. I always fucking forget my sound effects. Anyways, now that we have our vertex stuff transferred, let me like move my webcam over here. Now what we can do is get rid of the original rocker model. Delete it. We don't even need it anymore. Now what we need to do is press on the armature skeleton. What we need to do is go to post mode, then press A, then pose, and then apply pose as rest pose. And there you go. Now what we need to do is pair up the model with the skeleton. What I like to do is select all of these meshes and then click control on the player armature, then do control P, then set parent to armature deform with empty groups. You click it, and there we go. As you can see, we have some weight paintings that we have to fix, but that can easily be explained. But yeah, technically, if you done like a simple mesh rig, you know, like I don't know, let me find like a good ship it. Hold on, let me Metal Gear Solid Snake. Like, you know, this particular model of Solid Snake, in which he doesn't really have any face or anything, then, you know, we should be practically fine. But in here, it's obvious that we need to fix a lot of stuff. Like this shouldn't even be possible. But like I said, this is one of the rare instances where the hand can get too close to the body, and then it will just look very fucking stupid and messy. So, but in here, I don't know. I kind of want to test it out right now, so you guys can have the character set up. But what the hell? Let's do that real quick, so I can at least explain to you guys how this works. What I like to do, I always have my mod set up as this. We can take it from an existing. Give me a second. Okay, Soul Trooper. And then I'm gonna like copy all of these. So in here, Skull. Oh, actually, I should call it Skull Trooper Fortnite just in case. Why did I call it Trooper again? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Character.ini. Basically, this is where you set up the character information. So you set up the Gold Trooper, or Skull Trooper to be much more exact. set up the name. You can fit the description. Hello world. Set the gender of the rocker. I'm just gonna put it to male. This is where we put the icon, which I'll explain to you how to actually find an icon for later at the end. So let's call it FN Skull Trooper, and then Skull Trooper as well. Blender image save. I mean, you can do that, or you can just be a special case and then just like borrow a icon from online. Oh my god. I'm gonna. Okay. So what I want to do right now is export not the character, but the skeleton first. So the skeleton usually goes onto the assets folder. So go and copy the directory. Go back to Blender, and if you can practically just select everything just in case. Oh, actually, I'll actually I'm fucking repeating myself. Perfect. No, but basically what you want to do is apply all transforms, and then you would only select the skeleton itself. Export GHTools, Neversoft skeleton. Also make sure that the export drummer has been checked, or else if you're trying to play as a drummer in game, it won't work and it will give you a crash. So set up the skeleton name as you have it set up right there. Guitar Hero skeleton. Let me actually rename this real quick. Male. Deprecated. Yeah. Yeah. Copy. Put it right over here. Neversoft skeleton, and there you go. And as you can see, we have successfully exported the skeletons. It will always be 15 kilobytes, so don't worry about being so small. So now this is where we export our meshes in here. By the way, we're not fully done with this. I'm just wanna show you guys how to test that out if you guys want to see how your models look in game, all that stuff. The skeleton drummer's not needed anymore. Whatever. But fucking what was that once said? Better safe than sorry. Yeah, that's the thing. Anyways, so this is where we're gonna need to add the color attributes. So if you guys are wondering, oh, what does the color attributes do? Is it that important for my mesh? So what it helps is that when you add in here, you can add domain as face corner, data type as bicolor, and then put it all the way to white. It'll make the textures actually appear in game, because without it, then your model will just look black, so it won't show all the textures and it won't reflect the lights and the environment of the venue. So like this. So you add it, domain as face corner, data type as bicolor, and the color as white. Okay, and you do the same. And there you go. And then what I like to do is select everything with pressing A, then apply all transforms, and this is where we pick all of the meshes and we'll export the skins. Oh, actually, I forgot to even mention. So, there in GHTools plugin, there's a really neat tool, or really a neat tool that we can automatically set up texture slots. So don't worry about the error. This fucking happens every time with Fortnite characters. But anyways, let me like do the apply all transforms again. So what it did was it basically automatically set up the necessary skins that we needed. So as you can see, the texture slots are already set up. We can check for everyone actually. And there you go. Also, there's a face type. There's a face limit in this game. I believe it's around 65,365 or somewhere around that number. So if you go more than that limit, there's a good chance that your game will crash while loading. So unfortunately, we don't have a fix for that yet anytime soon. So, you know, what you can do is practically just do a decimate modifier, which decreases the amount of faces, and it may look a little bit choppy, but you know, you gotta sacrifice some stuff to make it work in game. So, you know, let me apply alt transform. Let me export the assets. Go to content, models, characters. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna copy this. Offense. Cool. And what I want to do is go here. Also, make sure that your game type is World Tour and not Tony Hawk, because I don't know how to fucking skate, so still issue on my behalf. Anyways, if you guys want to see the progress of how the skin actually gets exported, go to Window, and then toggle System Console. And as you can see, we have a command line or a CMD window in here that we can actually see in real time how it exports. Then what we can do right now is click on the Neverstop scene execute. And as you can see all of the textures that's being written and compressed by the program. Oh yeah, so some textures like this 2048 by 2048 can actually screw up your game. I would recommend that you resize them to at least 2048 by 1024, and it will just load normally. But but we can try this out so we can see if it works. Also, as you can see, we only have 1 megabyte worth of the mesh and 6 megabytes worth of the textures, so good so far. And let's try out a song then, shall we? Actually, we should try launching the game. Let me pause this. Let's load up the game real quick. No, I don't want to go online. I want to play. Fucking goddamn it. Whatever, I guess I'll just do this then. Turn up your desktop. Yeah, fucking wish. Hold on. I have so many shit in there. Actually, I have like old rock band stuff in there, funny enough. Alright. You can go to career, single, guitar. I don't give a shit about this cutscene. If I do, get the fuck out. We can go to family. And there you go. Our model appears, and as you can see, the issues with the white painting appears. I don't know. I want to play a song, actually. Oh, what the fuck? That's so fucked up. I mean, hey, look, at least the fingers are rigged correctly. So, what can you say? Let me set up the name folder real quick. Or not name folder, but the name rocker real quick. Let's try. I don't know. What song should we try first? I just wanna like some good laugh out of it. So. I don't want to do this one. Peace on the Harlot. Nah, fucking something better. Let's try like 2 or 3 songs, cause I don't know. Let's do this. Oh fuck! I've. Oops. No game. Oh, okay. I know what happened. Hold on. My bad. Hold on. Can you? All right.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the
Fucking Campbell's. Christ. Fucking players are just clipping through the crowd. Yeah, looks good, but you know, weights can be fixed. We do another one, and then let's go back to fixing it. Um. Why is this thing? Yeah, no, the fingers look great actually. So. Yeah, whatever. I just feel good to the ears. Try it on Ring of Fire. I don't know about that. Try to do. Yeah, why not? Oh fuck. Yeah, let's start. Yeah, I don't know who or I think it was C, I think. Man, weight painting the mouth. All right, good. Now we can continue with the stuff then. Let me check something over here real. All right. All right, let's fix those white paintings then. Like so. All right. So yeah. So now we have to fix the white paintings. My favorite part of this. So I want to start doing with the easier part. So I want to deal with this with the little pant bag. I don't know what the hell they call it anymore. So what you do is pretty much click on the mesh, and what you want to do is go to edit mode. Or actually no, you gotta go to weight paint. The edit mode is actually for other for the mouth later, but anyways. In here, as you can see, if we go through the vertex group lists, like so, you can see that we have like a lot of weight paintings in here. So we can go through here, and you can see we found our first culprit, which is over here. But what you want to do is go into here and then subtract it. You can do is just pretty much delete it, like so. Just like how you would erase a drawing or something like that. Go through here to find more, actually. There we go. Now we need to fix, I think this is right. Okay, here. And there you go. That's fixed now. Hold on. Turn on my phone. Alright, there we go. Anyways, so now this part is fixed. Perfect. Let me save it. Now what we need to do is deal with these here under the armpits. So what happens is that your weight painting can get too close to a certain part of the body, and then it will think that by accident it will be pretty much weight painted. So as you can see, when you do this, will be pretty much just be stuck with the weight painting. So in here, what we can do is send the arms here, and let's try to find the biceps, like this one. What we can do is just delete them, really. How's everyone's Friday going along? Going good, I suppose? Okay. Decent now. T-shirt new. That cartoon? Oh, it is Saturday for you. Okay. Hey, no worries, Pigman. Thanks for coming along. And again, thank you for the sub with Prime. Really appreciate it, dude. Mimir. Mimi. Alright. Mimi. Alright, so. Okay, yeah, of course. Virtual moment. I'm gonna now paint this to the chest with much more better weights on here. I always like to do. All right, there we go. Much better looking. Let's do the other side then. Far. Very nighttime. Damn. All right. All right. So now we need. Perfect. Now we need parts. Oops, I added it. Okay. Someone follow this man. Yes, please. 100 followers. Come on. Let's keep that. Let's see if we can go.
Excellent!
Thank you, Ricochet, for being the 100th follower. Appreciate you.
Excellent!
Oh my god. Base God Cootie 76. Thank you as well. Now the 101 first. Thank you all. Thank you. Let me see if I can. Oh fuck. Oh, I think I got into his body. Oops. I fucking. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Chest real quick. Now let's add it to. And we should be good. Alright, I'm gonna do a little quick intermission. Because I wanna stretch. Okay. So you guys might be asking, October, how do you keep the how do you keep that what's the word? I fucking forgot. God damn it. How do you get so optimized? I guess that's the way. So, you know, how do I keep so optimized or pretty much just pumped up when doing a lot of these stuff for World Tour Definitive Edition? Well, here I'm gonna do a little intermission for. I have this meme to always be with me. Anyways, now that I get all of everyone's attention, anyone have any questions so far, or what? Let me put the jaw. Actually, I think I should really get rid of this. Let me get rid of everything. Guys, I have so many shit in here. Let's get rid of the jaws thing. Boy, I love when my fucking neck does that. Neck. Repent, my brother in Christ. Shut the fuck up, Sedek. You know damn well that you'd be aroused by that. Fucking cap. Son of a bitch. Okay, let me, what the fuck? Is it clear to the head? Oh, of course it is. God damn it. Get out of here. I don't want to see that shit. Do I have anything else? Delete. Oh, please don't make me put, fucking hate the lips? Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna. There we go. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, kind of. the fuck happened to... Ductation. I was like, oh shit, John. Anyways. Interesting. BRB. Okay, so now I need to add oh yeah. That works. Okay. This is where we're gonna start with the mouth. Really? Actually, I want to do with the eyes. Be over. Actually, I want to see if anything. Oh, I think this is actually fine. I don't see anything wrong with it. Anyway, this is fine. So we got that. All right. So let's do with the face then, shall we? Then let's go and deal with the eye. Actually, hold on. I have a better idea. Okay, so this is where we go into edit mode. I'm gonna highlight this part, Control L, and hide it. I'm gonna hide the skeleton as well, just in case. I'm gonna hide the well. Alright. So normally I would just do the weight painting brush, but there's a really easier way to apply a lot of this and like into these eyeballs. So what I do is highlight this, Control L, find the vertex group Bone IL, and make sure when it's highlighted the weight is extremely full. Then you click Assign, and then if you go to weight painting, see that the weight has been successfully added. No problem. And we can do the same thing with the other side. So we just do Control I, then Bone IR, Assign, and there you go. We successfully did this part. Good job. Although there's some parts that we do need to get rid, which is the eyelids. So what we do is practically increase the radius, go to abstract, and then pretty much do this. Or you can just do the same way as I did with the edit mode, but I prefer to do it this way because it's kind of satisfying to do it. So if we want to see, it rotates really well. I want to do stuff actually. Okay, there we go. Get rid of this. Oh, perfect. Now we have that done. I want to see how the eye rotates real quick. Oh yeah, I gotta get rid of those real. Weights, normalize all. Where is that actually? I want to see this actually. Oh, okay, I see. I gotta hide this bone, or the not bone, but the mesh itself. Give me a second. Hide. You've got to hide it. Control L and then press H to hide it. Alright, let me go to weight paint. Normalize all. Normalize. There we go. That's why I like to do this manually with the eyelets, so get rid of. Some of that. Add. Let's do Z and then wireframe. The other one. Add. Alright, let's see. That works fine. Alright, so that done. Eyelid upper. Okay. Alright. Add it. Yeah, it works good. Alright. I had to fucking fix his mouth. See the eyeballs rotate. Fine. And what we want to do right now is deal with the with the mouth weights, which I will show you how to do that. Let me do this. Then highlight everything. Hide this. This. And let's try doing the upper teeth first. Those was pretty easy to do. So you would select all of this, go to bone head. Then pretty much assign it. As you can see, if we go to white paint, it's all red. So now I'm just gonna get rid of the stuff that it doesn't really need, so. Bunch of these that I have to get rid of. Okay. There. There we go. 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 Alright. If nothing gets bent. Perfect. Now Alt H. And again. Is that wait with a sign, then waits normal, so I should read all else. Oh, really? Interesting. Then again, I'm just doing it the way I always done it, so you know what? Always cool to learn new stuff. So let me try that actually. This would be jaw. Assign. They go to weight. I think I did it wrong. Oops. I think, bruh. Alright, alright. Assign. Weight paint. Weights. Normalize all. I think. Oh, it actually does. Interesting. Cool to know. Alright, actually, let me see how this works. Well, of course, I have to fucking fix the lips either way, so. Alright. Ah, boy. Life of a modder. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's do the tongue. This, and now we need to apply the tongue at the tip. I would be like this person. Be somewhere around here. Then assign white paint, and I'm guessing that if I do normalize all, it should probably work. I don't mind doing the whole thing manually, if anything, so. Oh, perfect. It actually does everything for me. Perfect. I think. Yeah, it does better, so whatever. Alright, let's leave it like that. Now we need to deal with the fucking facial shit. Fuck. Alright. Fuck, I almost tripped over. What the fuck? Get there. So yeah, let's just fucking huge ass nose. Jesus Christ. All right. Anyways, good. Actually no, I should this. Oh god, do I really have to deal with that mouth box as well? Whatever. Let me do this then. Yep. Let's hide the whole thing right. Alright, now we have to fix mouth box, as you can see. Oh boy. Okay, jaw. I have an idea how to fix it actually, so hold on. So now what we need to do, carefully disconnect its mouth boxes from the facial mesh. This is like one of the most tedious tasks, so I like to do here somewhere in the middle. This, hide, 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 hide. Let's do. Oops, that wasn't the one I wanted to hide. This. Good now. Oh, I deleted by accident. Okay, good. So now that means that I can do this. Hide. Alright. This is where I now have to this. Then apply the white stuff. Here. Fine. Wait. Normalize all. Be able to have something. let me do. Oh, at least we're kind of done. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I have to add weights to box. Hold on. Alt H. Paint. That by doing bone hair. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Good. All right. So, yeah, now we have to deal with the actual stuff in here. Let me like get rid of some stuff. Let me get. Oh wait. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to go to edit mode. This. And supposed to like this. See if we're still good. Oh yeah, we're still good so far. Now we need it. Yeah, we need to get rid of this. I need very carefully though.
I'll get straight to the point. I found marijuana in the house.
All right.
I thought of myself as the type of father who'd have to drug test his kids. I'm willing to do just that if that's what it takes to find out who brought a joint into this house.
Dad, Lucy found something too.
Dad, I found a joint in Mom's dresser drawer.
Go. Now we need to add the weight paint. Now that's just. Flip upper. Alright. At the upper mid by weight painting then.
This is that once in a lifetime.
Go. Now we can assign this. Be able to slice all. What happens? Well, progress at the end of the day. Anyways, I'll deal with that. Weight paint. Give. I haven't even added. Oh, actually, good actually. The R one. Edit mode and then touch the side. Should be. Alright. I'm gonna go change my playlist. Mine. DMCA. And sure, we can do aerials. I can turn up the volume a little bit, whatever. Alright. Okay.
Life is a waterfall. We're one in the river and one again after the fall.
Perfect.
Swimming through the void, we hear the word. We lose ourselves, but we find it all.
Fine. I'm gonna need you in the corner.
'Cause we are the ones that wanna play. Always wanna go, but you never wanna stay. And we are the ones that wanna choose. Always wanna play, but you never wanna lose. Aerials in the sky.
Alright, so this should be.
When you lose small
Yeah.
mind, you free your life. Life is a waterfall. We drink from the river, then we turn around and put up our walls. Swimming through the void, we hear the word. We lose ourselves, but we find it all. 'Cause we are
Are you
the
going to put
ones
them in
that
this question?
wanna play.
What are the combinations for that thing? Delete parts that you want. So what I did was, I was hiding it with edit mode just by pressing H, and you click on the the points. I think those are called vertices. So when you select them, it will pretty much hide the faces, and it will help me deal with fixing the weight paintings on the lip much more easier. So I didn't have to delete them. It's much more of hiding it, if anything. Oh, I might put in the description. Might, who knows? There's like a lot of stuff that I might have to rewrite, but who knows? I don't care for AC/DC right now. Sorry. All right.
Hey brother Christian with your high and mighty errand. Your action speaks so loud I can't hear a word you're saying. Hey sister bleeding heart with all of your compassion. Your labors through the hurt but can't assuage temptation. Hey man of science with your perfect rules of measure. Can you improve this place with the data that you gather? Hey mother mercy, can your laws bear fruit forever? Is your fecundity a trammel or a treasure? And I wanna conquer the world. Give all the idiots a brand new religion. Put an end to poverty, uncleanliness, and toil. Promote equality in all of my decisions with a quick wink of the eye. And a God, you must be joking.
All right.
Hey, Mr. Diplomat, with your worldly aspirations. Did you see your children cry when you left them at the station? Hey, moral soldier, you've got righteous proclamations. And precious stones to fuel your pulpy conflagrations. And I wanna conquer the world. Give all the idiots a brand new religion. Put an end to poverty, uncleanliness, and toil. Promote equality in all of my decisions. I want to conquer the world. Expose the culprits and feed them to the children. Do away with demolition.
Yeah, we're getting better results so far. Kind of. Yeah, I gotta deal with the lower ones then. We're like 2 hours, 22 minutes in. Let's see what the server's doing. What the hell? Alright. Alright, so I'm just gonna... Alright. Let's deal with this then. Lower. Everybody's going to the party, have a real good time.
Dancing in the desert, blowing up the sunshine.
Fuck, the world tour short of this is so bad. It's literally, some of those parts are like literally undersharded, and just some of them just feels off the place. I really hope Chris wasn't the one who sharded the song, because that'll be really hard for me to sync that in. So.
Everybody's going to the party, have a real good time. Dancing in the desert, blowing up the sunshine.
Everybody's going to the party, have a real good time. Dancing in the desert, blowing up the sunshine.
Last stop. It's fucking party time. Whatever. Assign. And where the fuck are you? Fuck are you? What
Healing process disappearing into Moses' dry mouth, breaking into Fort Knox, sealing our intention.
Okay, do this.
And sitting dripped in oil, crying freedom, and into obsolescence. Still you feed us lies from the tabletop. Everybody's going to the party, have a real good time. Dancing in the desert, blowing up the sunshine.
Everybody's going to the party, have a real good time. Dancing in the desert, blowing up the sun. Where the fuck are you? Where the fuck are you?
Presents by the war. Why do we always set the bar?
Why do presents fight the war? Why do they always set the bar? 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 They always set the bar. They always set the bar.
Okay. Oh fuck, what is this? Oh, Opeth, okay. Okay, so should be R. One should be corner. What the fuck happened here? Oh, I think it's one of the mouth boxes, don't I? Son of a bitch. Whatever. Oh yeah, I need to do the mouth box actually. Man, I would love to do the lip sync for this song. I done? Came so close to Oh, this song, this is called... Yeah, I'll just type it for you. Opus. There we go. Hey, no problem. Alright. I got the mouth. Three, okay.
Leave it be. It was meant for me. Soul sacrifice. Forgot the advice. Lost track of time in a flurry of smoke. Waiting anxiety. Fair judgment is served.
Good. Now we just this. Probably add like mouth area to right here so we can actually have it working. Alright. We're gonna add the mouth box on.
Came so close to
I need most. Nothing left here.
All right. Now this is where I'm gonna have to smooth out some stuff. Actually, I wanna add some white painting on the upper lips. Yeah, okay, let me add that real quick. Upper, mid, do this. Oh my god, who the hell keeps adding over? Bit over.
And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now.
And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your light. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss you tonight.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand.
Oh yeah, that looks better.
When everything's meant to be broken,
Almost done.
I want you to know who I am. And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming.
Or the moment of truth in your lies.
When everything feels like the movies.
Yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world
Okay. Now we. Oh, I think I know what. Probably. Oh, I think it does go. Whatever. Anyways, I want to do some.
Thinking about when I was real young, feeling like I was the only one, born in the bottom, a state of disconnection. Wonder would it be so bad when you would come along for the ride? No one can stop us from crossing the line. All I can say is what I will do. Get out of the way, or we are going to burn the whole thing down. It's what we're gonna do now. Show you what it's all about.
Delete some spots over here.
Come to find out we're highly indivisible. Gonna find out we're something like invisible. You're just in the way, 'cause someone let you
What
astray.
blur tool? Hold on.
We come from one and the same.
Oh, okay, I see.
Nothing is blank yet. The emptiness feels like it can go on and go on for
Yeah, but this just deletes some weight, so.
and it's sensitive discontent when your back is up against the wall full of resistance.
Oh, I see. Okay.
All I can say is what I will do. Get out of the way, or we are going to burn the
What's
whole thing down.
Okay.
It's what we're gonna do now.
Alright, I want to see how it looks in game real quick. Now I'm interested. I'll keep fixing it if it gives out some error, some weird shit, but okay. Alright. So after that, now we can go to object, apply all transforms, then export, again, this.
With a bang, do or die with your mains. Ain't nothing changed, just a straight with burning sage in the cage. You never gauge, renegades, whipping up your parade. No matter age or the decade, we're not lost in a purple haze.
Alright. Let me pause this. Let me see how well this looks. Please. Probably. Oh, volume. I want to see how it looks real quick here. What the fuck? We still have a weight problem. The bag. Wait, let's see. I think that's easily. Also, what the fuck? There's a weight problem. Oh, I think one of them belongs to the stomach. Hold on, now I'm interested.
Like invincible, you're just in the way, 'cause someone led you astray. We come from one and the same.
Paint. Oh my god. Oh, found it. There you go.
tree was a gateway to the sun, and friendship once it's one, it's one, it's one. North side, just across the river to the south side. That's a long way here.
Alright.
All the green and all the gold, the hurt you hide, the joy you hold, the foolish pride that gets you out the door. Up on Cedarwood Road. Sleep walking down the road and not waking from these dreams, 'cause it's never there. Still my head, it was a war zone in my teens. I'm still standing on that street, still need an enemy.
Okay, good. That fixed it. Alright, let's test it out then.
You can. North.
Let's try doing bad but true.
Well, Metallica is here to make you feel better, all right?
Oh, what the fuck happened to his teeth? I'll check that in a second.
I'm your life. I'm the one who takes you there. Hey, I'm your life. I'm the one who cares. They betray. I'm your only true friend now. They'll betray. I'm forever there. I'm your dream, make you real. I'm your eyes when you must steal.
Cool. Okay, so I gotta. So technically we were finished with this, but I want to fix this issue with the ski mask, like with the because I think it's weighted to jaw, so I need to fix that real quick, which is pretty easy. So give me a second. So this go to paint. I really hope that the jaw is gone. Never mind, it isn't. Okay. I want to see how the animation looks. Just can do a oops, nope, not that. Practice rid of it. So I need to. Okay. Oops. I don't really think we need this, do we? Oh, really? Actually, and we could do a little bit of the edge real. Okay. Can add it like a little bit. Add it a little. I don't guess. I don't really think we need to add it then. I don't think it's that important anyway. Check everything. I'm kind of interested. Why is this weighted too good? I don't know. I can leave the brows. Those can be quite realistic sometimes. Uh, if anything, I'm just gonna delete the jaw because I need it. All right, H, select all, apply all transforms, and then re-export it. And then before I leave and end this session, I'm just songs. Fucking took us like 3 hours exactly. All right, play some World Tour. All right. Oh, you know what? I should try Black Summer real quick. I've been trying to add camp pulls to it, and it's I'm not sure if Sedek is still here, but I want to show him something that something interesting happens with the camp pulls in this song. It's, look for him. Yeah, whatever. These. Okay. So I want you to pay attention when the second camp pulse comes.
A lazy rain am I. The skies refuse to cry. Cremation takes its piece of your supply. The night is dressed like new. A sailor spoke too soon.
Yeah, like it just abruptly goes back to its default zoom. I don't know why it happens. It's weird.
Platypus are few. The secret life of Rue. A personality I never knew. Get it on. My Greta weighs a ton. The archer's on the run. And no one stands alone behind the sun. It's been a long time since I made a new friend, waiting on another black summer to end. It's been a long time and you never know when, waiting on another black summer to end. Back the flaming wheel, a sailing on a censorship, riding on a headless horse to make the trip. Been a long time since I made a new friend, waiting on another black summer to end. It's been a long time and you never know when, waiting on another black summer to end. I've been waiting on another black summer to end. I've been waiting on another black summer to end. I've been waiting on another black summer to
Cool. Let me do Nevermind song real quick. Do Quebec. Upswing. Today is Friday in California. Shoot! Fucking everyone dies on this building. Oh yeah, so Sedek, do you notice the gray texture and the that's like spawning? So that's supposed to be the band logo name, and I try to find the script that's responsible that does that, and I don't know where it's placed at. Eventually, that's what I thought. Also, yeah, it is a projector. That's what I almost thought as well. I need to like search it later once after I finish and take a bath because fucking it is so hot in here today. It's like what do we have, like 98 degrees today? Or maybe like 87 degrees. Oh yeah, so before I actually do leave, I need to show you guys how to set up the description and the icon presets for your character. God, I love those lasers, spotlights. They're so cool. Alright, I'm gonna go and show you guys the icon presets. Pretty cool custom by Nevermind. Definitely check out his channel whenever you guys can. After this, I'm gonna go and find it real quick. Skull Trooper Fortnite icon. So I would rather do the icons when they're like existing from a video game. You know, like Super Smash Brothers have their own icons and photos for their characters. So the recommended resolution would be 64 by 64, 128 by 128, or 254 by 254. So I'm just gonna download this quick, save image as, oh god, WebP, really, whatever. FN underscores. Oh, 256. Sorry, my bad. 256 by 256. So let me convert PNG. Alright, there we go. Download, please. Alright, so then what you would do is, if you have Guitar Hero SDK installed in the in your computer, I would recommend that you use the following for converting this. So it will go into here, assets, image, then put in your PNG like so. Open up your SDK. Here, go to assets, dot image, and then you're gonna convert it to image raw. And you're gonna find the icon, and then should be have that converted. So if we copy this, then we should be put it in the assets. And if you already named the directory of the icon name, then you should be able to have the character icon appear. Or as that, if you want to. You can also open it in Blender through UV editing window, then save it as image, like that. Oh, that is not where I want to go. Go here, go here. And as you can see, this fucking Discord notification can fuck off. Here you go. You have your icon. You can put your description to pretty much anything, really. And with that, that's pretty much what you need to do to port characters into World Tour Definitive Edition. You know, 3 hours, no big deal. Anyone can do it once you put your back into it, you know. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this stream. I'm gonna see who's live right now. I think Alec is live, right? He is. Perfect. So now what I'm gonna do is raid him because I want you guys to give him the support that he does. Okay. Twitch.tv. Yeah. So thank you all guys for coming into my stream. I'm gonna commence the rating about now. Again, thank you all for coming on to the stream. I hope everybody have had enjoyed watching it. I'll be sure to upload the VOD to YouTube, and I'll keep the VOD to Twitch. Hopefully the VOD isn't muted or anything. So without further ado, please give the support to Alec and everybody at the stream. So I'll see you guys next time. See ya.